partners.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I said so.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. And this is the mind state of the modern woman, thinking we're partners. We're not partners.
I mean, nigga, it ain't 1950. So
you don't know. You don't know one kingdom that had two kings.
I mean, where's the kingdom?
You don't want a man like your daddy.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Why you don't want a man like your daddy? If he's this great man, why the f*** you
My
don't
daddy was a great man.
Okay, so why you don't want a man like your daddy?
I don't want no man like my daddy.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. They look at their dads as lame. The good guy that was taking care of their mom.
Listen to Jamal's future wife. He is not your daddy.
No, I'm the new daddy, so which means the way you talk to your daddy, the way you act towards your daddy, the way you respect your daddy is the same respect that I am entitled to get, because he handed you over to me. He broke the chain and now she's chained to me. So I have all his responsibilities on top of the fact that I'm pleasing her sexually. Oh man, I'm the God. When you meet somebody, nobody is a finished product, right?
That's true.
And we all need work, right? So he's not gonna find a perfect person, but he's telling you, I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z. Are you willing to sacrifice and do X, Y, Z for me if I'm bringing this to the table? And this is a man that really wants to have a future with you. Can you say, you know what? Yes, I will.
Come on, that's easy.
Amazing.
That's sad.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is crazy.
Uh-oh.
I mean, to a certain extent, what is the problem? You know, if you want to do all of these things, what is it? Is fix your attitude? Like, what's with the attitude? And then what certain things are you talking about?
I just told you what I was talking about. I told you, like,
you
whatever
said,
thing.
Don't do whatever.
Like,
no.
So
I'm
if he say
grown.
certain
You
things
can't
like
just
this, I don't like the way you dress. I want you to dress more modest. Things like that.
Okay, that's something.
Or more submissiveness with the attitude. When I tell you to do certain things, are you going to give me backlash, or you just going to do it? Because I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to do everything that you want me to do. So obviously not, because you ain't said no or yes.
I'm gonna tell you this: you ain't my daddy.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, let's start there. You ain't.
Let me just say this before she get into her spill. These women feel like they can do no wrong. I'm not saying it's all women, but this particular, I've been on a podcast with this woman, Robin. I've been on one of Macmaal's panels, and I have had the chance to talk with her, debate with her. I don't want to say argue, but yeah, she's one of these women to where I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I don't care what. The man got to accept me as I am. And I don't think these women like this realize that you only going to get so much. You're not going to get what you really want. You're going to get crumbs compared to a woman that actually want to follow a guy. She's going to get the whole cake.
Daddy, I was already raised. I'm a grown-ass woman. So, with that being said, maybe you should find somebody that, you know, maybe fits that criteria, because I don't want nobody coming to me to date me and like, yeah, we all flaws, and no, you ain't gonna, you know, the whole attitude thing, I don't know. If I have an attitude that you don't like, you know, or maybe a disposition, maybe something you don't like, I mean, okay, fine. Maybe I can tone it down, but you know, sometimes that's just like your personality. You know, people don't, you know, think that it's an attitude, but it may just be your personality. But no, don't come telling me, you know, don't give me a list of things I need to fix about me, because you don't like me then. If you know, I mean, yeah, if I dress in a way that you don't like, you know, or whatever the case may be, and it makes you uncomfortable and you want me to, okay, then yeah, that's fine.
But the attitude is out the door, is what you're saying. You're gonna be Robin.
I'm not gonna conform to like what do you mean when you say attitude? Like I know how to be, you know, submissive to a man that, you know, brings that to the table. I have no problem with that. But what do you mean attitude?
Because the reason why I say that,
maybe I'm lost on the attitude.
The reason why I say that is because every time I see, and this is just from personal experiences, every time I see a woman, and they post it all the time, every time they break up out of fucking relationship, they start posting self-reflection, right? And all those things that I just said that a man will ask you to do, you don't want to do it, but a woman, when she ain't got a man asking her to do it, she'll do it. She'll say, when she get out of a relationship, I'm gonna get my body together. They start going to the gym. They start eating fruit. Then she want to start reading the Bible. She want to get her mind and spiritual and body and all this together. But if a man tell you to do that, you won't do it, but you'll do it for yourself.
Because what's
is
wrong
true.
with self-care?
Or if your homegirls, if y'all all come together and get on these little plans and diet plans and routines, y'all will do it to stick with y'all pack of felines. But when it comes down to your guy trying to give you a little bit of direction, you usually gonna buck the system. It's almost like oil and water, like your body rejecting it when you hear it from your man. It's crazy how that work a lot of the time.
What's wrong with doing things for you? See, that's the problem. You have to get in a relationship as whole as you possibly can, because when you come into a situation and somebody is looking for every little thing, you find yourself trying to conform to this imaginary person that they didn't build.
That's
they have
not
to
true.
accept, yeah, they
It's
have to
not
kind
true
of accept
because-
you and help you grow from, into this person that they want you to be. But telling somebody to change something for you that you don't like them, then if
That's
you
that's
asking
not
them to
true
change.
because you don't believe that if you find a husband, you have to change to be a better wife for him.
Exactly.
You don't understand it?
Yeah,
Because it seems like you're saying you want to be a better person for you. When you in a relationship, you have to be a better woman for him.
Exactly.
So the things that he like, that's what you have to become if you want to keep this man. A man that's gonna pay all the bills and do all this shit.
Regardless if he do that or not, that's true. You want to, but changing who you are to conform to what somebody else wants. No, you still have to remain yourself. You still have to be you. Like, I couldn't date a man that would just tell me to just be quiet and let me do. No, this is in a situation like that.
I'm gonna say this before she keep going. Most men put up with so much of these women's bad habits throughout the majority of the relationships. We don't really ask y'all to change or start doing things probably until years and years in. We'll start asking, like, because a dude will put up with a woman being rude to him, talking smack. We just look at it as cute a lot of the time. But after a while, if she's like really disrespecting that guy, it's gonna become very annoying. It's gonna become toxic. But for the most part, dudes don't just off the rip, hey, can you do this or change this? Now it's starting to happen because dudes don't want to go into situations blinded and get into something that's never gonna change. See, back in the day, dudes were a lot more blinded. They were getting these women that had these bad habits from the get-go. Now men are trying to be a little more smarter to say, hey, let me vet this woman. Hey, is this thing that she can work on? Let me watch to see if she will change them before I really commit, because that dude is on the line for so many years, especially if they have kids. I mean, he's a hook, line, and sinker.
You want a partner, maybe.
But we are not partners, though. I'm the head of the household,
Yes, you are,
and you might help
be-
me. We're not partners.
Yeah, but you are you would be my partner. Yes, because I'm not gonna sit and just let whatever part that I handle that's the part I handle. But I'm as a wife, or people who have their relationships, a girlfriend, whatever the case is, we are partners in life.
We're not partners.
Yes,
You're
are
my
partners
help
in
me.
life.
We're not partners, because when women throw their
It's not the
part
same.
it out, that's symbolically saying, nigga, I'm equal to you. That's what women think. This partner, we're not partners.
We're partners.
I'm the head and you're the follower. We're not partners.
It's not the same. You're not
We're
putting out what
No,
I'm
we're
putting
not.
out.
Yeah, I said so.
Right. So that's what
how
I'm
I
saying.
feel.
And this is the mind state of the modern woman, thinking we're partners. We're not
I
partners.
mean, nigga, it ain't 1950. So
You don't know
okay.
one kingdom that had
is
two
up?
kings
I mean, where's the kingdom?
with the man. And this is why you're supposed to be his helpmeet. You're supposed to help a man get to where he needs to be and reap the
You can be
benefits.
a partner and know your place and
It's
still
coming
have
out.
a voice. I don't know where these women at that or that you feel the need to. Sorry, ladies, to if you don't agree, you don't agree. But I'm not conforming to somebody else, because that nigga get up and leave you.
Amazing.
That nigga would get up.
So
and,
you
and
going
that
in
nigga
with the
would-
mind state of it ain't
No.
gonna
Exactly.
work.
That's
No,
what it is.
I'm not going in with the mind state that it
A lot of these women have a scarcity mindset. They always think doom and gloom. They think the guy's it's gonna be a Tyler Perry movie. That's what a lot of these women think it's gonna be, a Tyler Perry movie, and they have fear in their heart, and they don't know how to hang on for the long haul when you with a great guy. You choose him, man. Come on.
I just said I know how to be submissive to a man who has earned me to be submissive to, and proven himself that I can be that to him, and where he will be that person. But also there are people, the modern man ain't out here not doing him.
Well, I mean, if you consider yourself a partner, then that means you paying half on the bills.
Maybe not in my situation.
No, but you're my partner.
Your partner.
If you're my partner, me and my partner make business moves together. So we're equally responsible for the baggage that we accumulate.
And maybe
so that's a partner.
Maybe in this partnership, I don't have to.
That's not a partnership.
You a
By
subservient.
your definition.
A partnership is two people making something happen together. Equally.
Yes.
Equal responsibilities. That's a partner. When you have a leader and a follower,
Why do somebody got to just follow you?
you're supposed to follow your man.
Wow, this
Don't you
is
want? Ain't
crazy.
he that leader, the head of the household?
Yeah.
Right. So who is the head of anything that follows anybody?
But at the end of the day, you're saying it like the woman just had, like you looking for a relationship like maybe your grandma had back in the day. or
Well,
something.
y'all looking for them same men to pay all the goddamn
No,
bills.
it's
So how is
modern
it
day
that we
men
got
that
to
pay
accept y'all
bills.
turning into
No,
niggas?
it's
If you want to
men-
be a nigga and you
it's
want to be a
men
partner,
out
come with
there
your
that
half.
Take care of their house. It's
No.
men that take care of their home, and they woman make her money and do her part. What he said.
Right.
So it's relationships.
It's
out
nothing
here
wrong
just
with
like that.
it's nothing
And-
wrong with you making your money. That's not
Yeah,
the point I'm
that's not
saying.
the
The
point.
point I'm saying is going into a relationship thinking y'all partners is the wrong mind state.
Yeah.
Okay. Partners is not
Says
because
you.
I'm just going off the definition. I mean, when you're a partner, y'all equally responsible for the things that y'all accumulate.
And at the end of the
He's not completely wrong. You gonna be a partner because that's your partner in life. You know what I'm saying? Your partner in crime. But when it comes down to responsibilities, that's set up completely different. Especially if y'all not going 50-50. If he's still taking care of majority of the load, he's responsible for your safety and security. Yeah, that ain't really your partner. Y'all might have a dynamic that look like a partnership, but it's not. That you're following that you on that guy coattail and you hanging on because that guy's carrying you through life with all the decisions and the moves that he's making. Usually it's like that. I'm not gonna sit right here and act like you got a whole bunch of women that's like boss chicks out here that's making a whole bunch of dynamic decisions in the relationship. You might have some, yes, but a lot of the time the guy's gonna be working the hardest to make sure that the family is gonna be thriving a lot of the times.
today, when
So that mean-
if you divorce, don't most people want half of whatever?
Right. You
they
deserve
put
half
into?
if you help build the shit.
So
If
that's
you
what-
help build the shit,
that's
I
what you're
absolutely
doing.
believe
That's-
you.
You and your
Right.
partner are building a life together.
Right. But when
Like
I,
even if
yeah.
you pay all the bills and she, takes care of the kids and the the home and
that's
whatever
not
the
being a
case
partner.
is.
He's being a man and she's being a woman. That's not being a partner.
But
He's-
I'm only talking about men and women. So what are you talking about?
Because I'm saying if he's doing the protecting, the providing, and all that, okay, he's just playing a man's role and he's being a leader of his household. If she's contributing to the house and doing all that, she's just being a woman. They're
As
playing
his
their
partner.
roles.
As
There's
his
not
partner.
partners. No, they're following a cycle of how it's supposed to be. God, man,
Nobody
woman, child.
No,
God, man, woman, child. That's the way it's supposed to be. But when you call yourself a partner, that means we both paying bills. We both
Equally.
washing
What's wrong
dishes.
what's wrong
We
with
both
that?
cleaning
What's
the
wrong with
house.
that?
That's what a
What's
partner
wrong-
is.
But what's wrong with that?
There's
Most-
nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying is,
Y'all don't want
when
it.
it comes to
in your
women,
in-
when
in
women
the
get it in their
partnership-
mind that they're a partner, they start telling you what the f- to do instead of
they
listening what the
don't.
f- I'm telling you.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
You need a child. You don't want a woman. You want
Yeah,
a child.
no,
You
y'all
t-
want daddies.
You know, hell,
You
no.
do.
We don't even let y'all have tell us nothing because y'all don't be knowing nothing.
No, y'all want daddies. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Looking for a daddy. I had
Y'all
a
want
daddy,
daddies.
and my daddy dead.
Right,
And
but
my
look.
daddy raised me very much well.
Right. And wouldn't you
very
want a man
well.
like him?
No,
You don't want a man like your daddy.
No.
Why not?
because I don't.
Why,
Why?
you don't want a man like your dad? If he's this great man, why the f you
My
don't want-
daddy was a great man.
Okay, so why
My
you don't
daddy
want a
was
man
great
like
to
your
me.
daddy?
I don't want no man like my daddy.
Why not? I
Why?
don't see. This is why.
That is crazy. You wonder why women put themselves in best. She said she had a great father. She does not want her father. You know what she want? The bad boy. Don't get mad when you put yourself out there and these dudes do you wrong. Don't get mad at that because you put yourself in these situations. See, a lot of these women, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, they look at their dads as lame. The good guy that was taking care of their mom, actually trying to listen to the woman, actually trying to compromise with the woman, probably taking a little bit too much slack. They look at that guy as beneath them. They cringe when they see their father. They want the guy that's gonna put them in their place, do them wrong, slap them around. That's what they want, and you can tell that this woman wants that.
I don't gotta have. I'm not looking finna date nobody that was my daddy. I got my own type of
No, I'm
man
saying-
that I want. He
No,
don't
you
gotta
saying
be
your
like
daddy
my
was
daddy.
a good man. I
Yeah.
ain't talking about the aesthetics or how he looked and
Yeah.
like that. I'm saying you had a good father.
Yeah, I did.
Right. So you want a man like your father.
I would want a good man, but he ain't gotta be like my daddy.
What's a good man?
Hold
then?
on, I'm kind of lost here. I just said your daddy was a good
My
man.
daddy was a good man.
Okay, you want a good man.
Yeah.
So why would you
But
want a good man
He
like your
don't
daddy?
He don't have to be like my daddy.
Not
He can be
aesthetically.
good-
I ain't saying like
not
how we look or.
aesthetically. I'm not talking about looks either.
So
I'm just
how?
saying, he
What's the
don't
difference
have to-
between a good man and a good man? I don't get it.
What I consider a good man might not be the good man that my daddy was. You know what I'm saying?
But you said he was a good daddy.
That
He
makes no
is a good
sense.
daddy. He was a good daddy.
God damn, I'm lost here.
That make
Help
no
me
sense.
figure this
You
shit out.
lost.
Cause
I
like,
said
okay, so
my
if I say,
father- hold on. My father was a very good father.
okay,
And he was a good man. He had
Right.
he was a very good person.
right.
Okay. I wouldn't mind having a man that was a very good person.
So you want a guy like
very
your
good
daddy?
man. But he does not have to be like my father.
I don't mean like certain things are different. I'm saying just overall a good man. I'm not
Yeah,
pointing
overall
out he
good-
might do this and he
Yeah.
might do that different.
Who
I'm
wouldn't
saying
want a good
overall
man?
you want a good man.
Who wouldn't want a good man?
Right,
But
so
he
you want a
doesn't
man like
have
your
to
daddy.
be like my father. No, he don't have
Oh
to be
my
a good
God.
man like my father.
I don't get it. So
just
so
don't.
point I'm trying to make is this, right? When you get married, your daddy walk you down the aisle and give you to the man, which means that all that I did for her, now you got to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am fucking daddy.
That is true.
That what that mean?
Hey, Macmaal got her, bro. Macmaal got her right there.
He my damn daddy.
I'm just saying, if your daddy hands you over to me, all the responsibilities that he
her
had,
father is
I
her
have to
father.
take over. So yes.
No, because you're doing you're taking over, and he's trusting you that you would take care of her.
No.
But
He's trusting me to do what he would do.
He is
Yeah.
still her father. You will
He-
never take the place of her father just because you're doing what you're supposed
How
to do
come
as
I
a
not-
man.
you a liar?
ain't her daddy.
If
Nigga,
she's
you
my wife,
crazy?
I am
Perfect.
taking the place of her daddy. What do you mean?
No,
If I'm her
her
husband,
daddy
yes.
ain't fucking on her.
Oh, my
and that makes
God.
me a higher standard because I'm doing the same her
Because you
daddy
married
doing,
her.
and I'm fucking her.
Yeah, because
So
you
I'm
married
before
her.
your daddy. I'm
But
before your
you're
daddy.
not her daddy.
I'm before your
But
daddy.
you ain't her daddy.
When he hands
That's
her
real.
over, daddy is no longer in the
and
picture.
her daddy is still over there.
Daddy, this is my
and her
family
daddy
now.
is still over there.
Daddy, this is my family now.
But you
can
ain't her
take your
daddy.
sorry
Oh,
back to
man.
your wife.
Boy, you gonna call
and
her
take
sorry,
and
daddy,
take
sorry? Boy,
daddy.
boy.
Go now. You free,
Nah,
daddy.
I don't know what woman
Daddy,
this
you
is
free
that would allow you
to
to do all of
focus.
this, but
No, daddy.
God
you,
bless your
hold
ministry,
on, no,
sweetie.
listen to me, daddy.
Hold on, Robin is a real piece of work. I don't understand how she cannot understand that your father gives you off to the man that's supposed to take over his receipt. My daughter, I don't even believe my daughter going out there getting away from me until she ready to settle down with a guy. You ain't just about to be living in the world, having a whole bunch of sexual experiences and going through this heartache and that heartache, and then you gonna make it hard for the good guy that try and come in your life. It's not gonna work out like that. This woman don't understand that the guy that you supposed to meet to take on the burden of being your responsibility or being your protector, that man has to be a father figure to you. Hopefully he's somewhat adept. Hopefully he got a mindset on his shoulders to where he's trying to learn and grow. He's gonna be having to thinking a lot harder than you because he has to be able to die for you. I don't think she realized that.
Daddy, you are free
I ain't going
to focus on your
you
wife
don't call
now.
her daddy
because-
names.
No, I'm just talking. But I'm just saying in general, daddy, now you can focus on your wife and your family
And
because
he
you don't
still-
have to worry about your daughter anymore because now she's my responsibility.
Exactly.
That's basically
her
what that is.
husband.
Exactly. So
Right.
now I'm
Not
your new
her
daddy.
daddy.
You just getting dick.
Her husband. You're not her daddy. You're
If
her
I'm
husband.
if
You
I'm
are not her
consuming
daddy.
all the
You are
responsibilities
not-
of her father.
Listen to Jamal's future wife. He is not your daddy. He is not your daddy. Now, if he got you in a compromising position or something, then okay. But he is not your daddy. Your
Yeah,
daddy
no.
is your father.
No, I'm
He
the
is
new
not your
daddy. So which means the way you talk to your daddy, the way you act towards your daddy, the way you respect your daddy is the same respect that I am entitled to get.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's true.
Because he handed you over to me.
Yeah.
When he walk you down that aisle and say, there you go, that means he broke the chain and now she's chained to me. So I have all his responsibilities on top of the fact that I'm pleasing her sexually. Oh man, I'm the God. I'm way better than your daddy.
Oh,
can't
snap.
get none from your daddy.
Oh.
That is true,
But no,
though.
the reason why I said that when I talked about what you changed, right? Because I want to talk about this situation I had a few years ago, right? With this girl, we was dealing back and forth here and there and all this shit, right? And I never really took her serious because I didn't know who she was. You know, I didn't trust her. You know, every girl act like they good girls and shit like that. So I studied her for a little bit and I watched how she moved. Her daddy's a preacher like that, right? And she turned out to be a solid chick. You know, it was like pretty much a good situation for me. She liked girls, all that kind of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was dating for the person that I'm gonna be instead of who I'm gonna be now. So, you know,
You were dating for the person you was and not for what you
I was
wanted
dating
to
for the person that I want to be.
Oh, okay.
And I saw that she could possibly be a good person in my future, right?
Okay.
But she was a little overweight, right?
Okay.
And I told her, I said, yeah, I want to be with you and I want to try this, but I'm gonna need you to get on a diet, right?
I've done that before.
And when I told her that, she actually went to the store the next day and started buying fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, okay, she listens.
Man.
This is another plus. I like this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think after like 2 weeks or something, that shit fell off, and then she started looking at me like I was a goddamn fool. This motherfucker told me I can't believe I was really finna lose weight for you.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking like,
But see, that's all
That's
I'm saying.
crazy.
When somebody does something and you want them to do it just specifically for you and they're not doing it for themselves.
Bruh, to listen to what she said, I can't believe I was actually about to lose weight for you. Man, you should be wanting to lose weight for yourself. Why you worrying about me? This your health. This your physicality. See, these women will these women will let themselves go literally just to say that they can do what they want to do. Like, they just lazy. A lot of them are lazy, man. They know they can do it, but and then to say to treat losing weight as if that was like a damn a Squid Game challenge, like this is life or death or something. Like, man, this should be something you should want to do for your own self, but you trying to put it on the guy being the guy who wanting you to do it. That shit's crazy.
That don't last.
right, I
kinds of
get it,
crazy.
but she didn't understand.
If
She thought
like what she looked like.
no, but she thought that I was trying to belittle her where she was at, saying she was too fat for me to be with her right now.
Yeah, that's how she would have taken
right,
that.
she took it like that, but that wasn't it because she's not fat. She actually got a nice shape. She just probably about 30 pounds overweight, 34. She's not bad.
So
right?
But
my thing was not the weight. It was not the weight. My thing was the person that I marry has to have some type of discipline with food and being in the gym.
That's smart.
Because you are the nurturer and you got to feed me so I won't die. And if your mother ass eating cheeseburgers and beefs and you gonna kill me.
That is true.
So I need to
That
know,
is true.
can you get on the regimen? It wasn't about her. It was about both of us. And she didn't understand it. It's like, baby, if I'm gonna be, I'm only trying to get married one time. And if you're gonna be my wife, no, when I told her, she took it in and she went to the store and so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
she get it, and I didn't think that she would take it the way she took it until I guess after it settled in a week or two later, I can't believe you act like I don't look like. I'm like, no, baby, it ain't that. It's when we get
mentality.
older,
It's
you got to be cooking vegetables. We can't order Uber Eats and Wingstop and all this. And I'm 65 motherfucking years old. You need to adopt, and then on top of that, she's 30. I think she may be 33 or 34 or some shit like that.
In mid-30s.
As you get older, you're gonna start gaining more weight anyway, naturally, because you're a woman.
Yeah.
If you don't get on some type of regimen, so who knows what the fuck you gonna look like 20 years from now, and you ain't trying to do it. So I'm like, man, she took it the wrong way, and I was so disappointed because she was a good candidate, and she was just too big for me. Amazing.
But
Amazing. I'm not gonna lie, man. You got a lot of women out there. They just can't handle the mental journey. They don't want to listen and follow, man. I think. I hate to say this, but with the modern world that men have civilized and given a lot of privilege to all people, men and women, I think women suffer the most. See, us as guys, we still know we got to go out there and get it. Like, we know nobody's gonna give us nothing. And I'm not getting no handout. They don't care about me. I got to go out there and work hard. I got to create side hustles. I got to create side, sources of income. But a woman, though, they can find the right guy and get a meal ticket all day, any day. And you ain't got to be the prettiest woman. So I think the biggest thing is gonna be a woman adopting the right mindset, because you need a woman that's gonna nurture you the right way. Just because you got a woman that's cooking and you know trying to put food into your belly, she could be putting the wrong food. I understand what Macmaal is saying 100% because I preach that to my wife. I don't want to eat a whole bunch of bullshit, because if you're feeding me bullshit, I can't go out there and perform and produce for the family, because I'm the one out there working harder than my wife. My wife ain't got the energy that I got. She's sleeping more than I sleep. I'm constantly thinking about it. You feel me? And I think when it comes down to the situations like that, I think both people should be trying to nurture themselves to have more energy, be more adept, be more willing to do and function correctly. But you got a lot of women feel like they could just, yeah, I'm cooking food, I'm feeding you, even you feed me bullshit. And let alone eating out all the time. That's not good either. You know what I'm saying? Now you spending excess money. So I understand what Macmaal is preaching 100%, man. It's about mentality. It's not about changing a woman. It's about creating a better mentality, a better foundation for y'all to be able to build something for the future. You know, if you want to put your wife in certain positions, you want to put her in certain business positions. Let's say you want her to create a business. Man, the foundation got to be there. The mentality got to be there. Everybody say they want a business. They don't have the mentality to create one or even do it. You got to have a mentality there first, man. But I feel like women, they'll say they want to do this. Is there some out there? For sure they'll do it, man. I'm not trying to say anything to women that's not out here producing. But the large majority, man, they can't handle the grind in the long haul, man. Let me get y'all thoughts on this video for sure, man. Make sure y'all check out Not the Shop podcast. Y'all already know Macmaal. He's been on a lot of my panels. I've been on his panels. Hopefully he'll be back Saturday night on my panel at 7:30 p.m. Y'all watch his video in its entirety. Make sure y'all go to his channel, sub, like, comment, the whole nine. Even comment I came from JB reaction or something like that. That'd be dope. Yeah, I'm about to mess up the outro. It's JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.